Okay guys, so we're on Unit 6 now. This is the first activity. Use the word school and the words in the box to make compound nouns. So these are two nouns that together make another noun. Before we listen and check, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this activity first. All you're doing is basically adding school to these words. It's either before or after the word. You have 2 minutes to write your answers. And then once we continue, we will give the answers. So stop the video now. Okay, and we're back. So boarding school is the first one. School holidays. Then we have homeschool, school leavers, mixed school. We have primary school, school rules. We have secondary school, single-sex school, and a uniform, school uniform. So that one was really simple. This should only take you 2 minutes to do. If you have any parts that you're not sure about, just fill it in as we go. Okay, so do homework. Part 2, check the meaning of the phrases in the box and use them to complete the questionnaire. So this is the questionnaire, these ones are the questionnaires. There are no wrong or right answers. All I want you to do is basically what you think would be the perfect ideal school subject, school times, whatever. So what you're doing now is I want you to use these words to fill out these parts. Again, really, really simple. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. After the 2 minutes, we'll go through and find the answers together or check the answers. So you have 2 minutes. Stop the video now and we'll continue after. Okay, so the first one is, what kind of school do you decide to enroll yourself in? So this one is enroll. Okay. 2, traditional school subjects are a bit boring. So do you want a school where you can take classes in? So this one is classes. And 3, timetable. What hours do you choose to go to lessons? Which is this one. Okay. Once you fill this out, I want you to go through and start with 1. I want you to write or circle, okay, which one you would consider. So the first one, let's do it together. What kind of school do you decide to enroll yourself in? Do you want to go to a single-sex school, which is this one? Basically, a single-sex school is like an all-girls school or an all-boys school. In Finland, we don't have this system, but I know in some places, especially in more religious places, they do prefer an all-boys or an all-girls school. So single-sex school means just boys or just girls. B, we have mixed schools, which is the school system that we have in Finland. It's basically girls and boys mixed together. Then we have boarding school, which is students who stay on the campus. They sleep on the campus, so they don't go home when it's 5 o'clock. They don't go home on the weekends. They're always at school. And homeschooling is basically what you're doing right now. It is staying at home and learning via the internet or having a tutor, like a special lesson a teacher come and do a special lesson at home. So any one of these you can pick. The answer is up to you. There's no wrong or right answer. It's just a questionnaire. So go ahead and circle whichever one you think is correct or the one that you would prefer. 2, subjects. Traditional subject schools are a bit boring. For example, Turkish, English, math, whatever. These are considered a little bit boring or just standard. So what you can do is you can choose a different option. So do you want to do like dance, theatre and singing? We actually have this option at school. Like you have your music lessons or you have, I don't know, your dance lessons. Would you want more of these lessons? If so, circle A. What about skateboarding lessons? Would it be cool to have a skateboarding lesson? We have a graffiti art lesson. So it's basically, you know what graffiti is, it's like spray painting like walls and stuff. You can either do this, or you have sailing, which is basically a boat, water, it's very straightforward. Or if you have a better idea or a different idea, please circle E and tell us what you think this idea would be. So if you, for example, would prefer maybe, I don't know, cooking classes. That would be kind of cool to kind of learn how to cook, especially if you're in like a boarding school. So imagine living in a boarding school, or you're studying in a boarding school and you would like to have cooking lessons. It's definitely a nice way to be more independent. So if you have another idea, circle E and write what you want. If you don't have another idea and you would prefer any of these ones, just circle these. Okay, let's continue to the third one. Okay, so 3 is timetable. This one is really straightforward as well. What hours do you choose to go to school or to go to lessons? So between 8:30 and 3:30 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. or from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or you have a fourth option, which is a timetable. No thanks, I go to lessons when I feel like it. So when you're studying at home, you have a homeschooling, like what you're doing right now, it's very easy to say, no, I don't think I want to study right now. I think I'm gonna, watch a movie or read a book, or I'm gonna relax, sleep, whatever, and do your lesson after when you feel ready. So you have that option if you're homeschooling, or if you're doing distance education, or if you would prefer to be at school with a timetable. Pick one of these 3 and give us your answer.